Alright, we're back for another round of doing this hoobity hoopla nonsense. Alright, the long line that I was working on, I got it situated and I got it on the truck. And here in a sec we'll crawl up under there and see what with it. So, and we're back out here with this old girl. Now these are some more brake lines. This is the one that ran across the axle down to the passenger side wheel cylinder, and this is what ran off to the driver's side. And seeing as both of these are just kind of like pieced together, I'm going to bend up some new line just to have it, because these fittings are stripped, and this section here is good for what it is, but the ends of it are both rusted to hell. And this whole section is just rusty as hell. I don't know how well. Yeah, it's pretty clogged up on the inside. I know you can't really see it, but it ain't good in there. So, yeah. We're gonna crawl back up under here and get it situated on the ass end. Oh, Lord. Get up under here for a second. As you can tell by the shiny piece, I got that new soft line on, and you can see the shiny new bronze line that's hooked to it, and it runs down to about right behind the cab where it connects to the old line, because that section of line that connects up there, right where it connects to the soft line, is where it was leaking on the old line. So I pretty much just replaced that whole section of line, and then I was like, the soft line needs to be replaced because it was dry rotted and busted and cracked, and it wasn't gonna hold very long, if at all. So replaced that and got it on there. Even cleaned out the old breather tube for the axle, so need to get a new soft line to stick on that and drape up over the frame or the body. That way it can breathe. But yeah, about to grab the old line and fit it up and make sure I got it pieced back together correctly. Because, like I said, it came off in like 4 or 5 different pieces on both sides, so I want to make sure I got the pieces connected correctly. That way I know how long the new line needs to be. And as far as all the lines up front, I do plan on replacing the soft lines that go down to the wheel cylinders. As far as the hard line, until another leak appears, I see no reason to replace it because it was holding. So, and it honestly doesn't look that bad. So we're just going to keep that soft line on there, or that old hard line on there for the time being. And if I have any malfunctions with it, then I'll replace it. Because, you know, we're doing it a little bit on the cheap. We're trying to only replace what need be replaced. Like the wheel cylinders up in there. They old. They need to be replaced. I guarantee they leak. And it was a bitch and a half to get the line off. I could not even crack the bleeders open at all. So, yeah. Just go ahead and replace the wheel cylinders on all 4 sides. And we'll get up under here with the old line, see how it gets fitted up on there, and see how long we need to make the new line. Alright, and I done went up under there and got both sides fitted. My dumb ass forgot to get the camera out and record it, but this is the piece for the driver's side going down the axle, so it's a lot shorter than the other piece. And as you can tell, I got a piece of tubing straightened out to try to get a new piece bent up for this. So that's going to be the next step in this Joy's go-round, is bending this up to match this as best I can. And I'm gonna go ahead right now and let you know. I'm gonna do that off camera because, well, it's gonna be tedious and I'm probably gonna make quite a few mistakes along the way, and this is the first time I've ever done brake work like this. I've changed brakes, but I've never changed a brake line. So this is all new territory for me, and I'm just trying not to fuck it up, because if there's one thing you really don't want to mess up with when it comes to vehicles, it's your brakes. You want to be able to stop if you're tumbling down the road at 55, 60, or anything of the sort. So yeah, we're gonna get this brake line bent up best we can to match this one. Might end up going to O'Reilly's and actually getting a tubing bender, so I don't have to do it by hand. But I'd say the real test of your marriage is see if you can do it by hand. If you can do it with minimal tools, or tools not meant to do it, well then, shit. Like the old saying goes, if they don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. I try to be handy. But we're gonna see what can't be done with it. So hopefully next time y'all see me, we'll be back up under the truck to at least put one of the new lines on. The other one, the longer one, I will probably wait till I can get a tubing bender, just because of the angles in it. Well, back again up under this dang old truck. But I got the new lines in. Now I just need new wheel cylinders. Well, I need new wheel cylinders and new soft lines on the front, which I need to crawl up under the front and check that out. But as far as the rear goes, got new soft line running up to the frame line, which is brand new, and got it running down to where it used to connect to the old line that was on it. And I used the old line up at front. I'm probably going to end up regretting that and probably going to end up having to replace it, but for right now it is holding and not leaking, as far as I can tell. But yeah, I'm going to have to get up under the front and check out the lines on it. But as far as the rear goes, the only thing I got to do back here is new wheel cylinders. And when the time comes, you know, bleed the sons of bitches. And for a 68, it's got some rust on the old girl, but this truck itself ain't that bad. I wish it was still the original color. From what the cab tells me, it was green. I wish it was still green, but somebody bondoed damn near all over this fucking truck. So I might end up doing something about that at a later date, but only time will tell. Right now, what I set out to do, I got the lines up here and got them bent up and situated. And now, this side is one piece instead of fucking 3 pieces. And see, it connects right there and has that little one. That's what went off over into the wheel cylinder. And then it did all that bending hoopla until you get down to this end. And then you got this other little piece that connected to the old soft line separator, adapter, fucking axle vent, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a fucking soft line. I think the technical term for the part whenever I got it was soft center line. I'm like, well, it is what I needed. I got it, I put it on. It seems to be functioning as it should. But yeah, I'm gonna get up under the front and get that checked out. I know this hasn't been a very informative or showy video, but in my defense, I have never done brake line before. Never once in my life have I ever had to bend up line and fit it and do all this. Like I put the wrong fitting on like twice. Nah, I put the wrong fitting on once, and I had to trim one end twice because it was a little too long, and then I didn't flare it properly. So, yeah. If I had literally put in all the crap that I've done today, this video would probably be about an hour and a half long, because my dumb ass had to more or less teach myself what I'm doing. I mean, I had my dad explain it to me, but he's getting old and up there in years, so he don't come out to the shop and work as often as he used to. So I'm more or less doing this by what I've learned from watching mechanic videos online and what I've been taught over the years. It looks pretty damn good to me. Oh, so I think that's going to cut this video for now, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.